Hello guys, I'm back with another video, and right now I'm just trying to clarify something. The person who killed Charlie Kirk was a leftist. I I've been seeing online a lot of people trying to talk about how, oh, the person who killed Charlie Kirk was a Republican, he was someone right-leaning, and that is completely and utterly fucking false. I am not going to tolerate people like trying to gaslight us into thinking that the killer of Charlie Kirk was a right leaning person, like a Republican. I am going to show you news sources, and I'm going to also that prove what I say. But also, I'm going to show you news sources that are so disgusting and so these are the reason this misinformation spread by some of these news sources is the reason why people think that, oh, maybe he might be Republican, which is absolutely false. I'm gonna start with showing you a couple news sources that are reporting facts truthfully. I'm not gonna pull any right-wing news sources, right? I'm going to try my best to pull more moderate news sources, like those in the more center. You may argue that some of these are more left-leaning, actually, but they still report it factually, and for that I will give them props, right? Like CTV News, they reported it accurately. They reported that he is registered as an unaffiliated voter and does not appear to have any prior criminal record. And CTV News also talks about the evidence of the bullet encasings, which is, yeah, it had anti-fascism, it has Antifa on it, Antifa is a terrorist. It should be labeled as a terrorist organization at this point. um, but yeah, so CTV News does report that he is registered as unaffiliated. Good, right? So he registered as unaffiliated, but he actually on the encasings of the bullet show that he is a radical. He's been indoctrinated and became a radical leftist. Now, this is CTV News. Let's go to BBC News. Also, it says he's a public worker, has registered as an unaffiliated, nonpartisan voter in Utah in the past. So, see, BBC News, people would argue that they are also more to the left. I tend to agree, but they still reported it as it is. Public records viewed by BBC suggest that Mr. Robinson has registered as an unaffiliated or nonpartisan voter in Utah in the past, right? So BBC, they've been more objective with this particular very high profile assassination. They've actually done their research. They actually did it. They actually looked at what things were happening objectively. So props to BBC as well. Um, so yeah, the the, the person who killed Mr. Charlie Kirk is not a right Republican. He has never voted for Trump. We're gonna continue. This is Al Jazeera, arguably also a right wing news source. I mean, left wing news source. Sorry, left wing news source. But here we could see uh, the right wing records do not show any prior register, but he's not affiliated with any a political party. See, yeah. So Utah state records show Robinson is registered to vote, but he's not affiliated with any political party. Um, Robinson's parents are registered as Republicans, though. This is the biggest reasons why people, one of the biggest reasons at least, that people think that he, that Tyler Robinson is Republican, which is absolutely like brain dead because your parents can be another like support another party than you, right? Like your parents can be Democrats, but you could be a Republican, and your parents could be Republican, but you are a Democrat. See, so this is one of the reasons why people are spreading misinformation, lying, and talking about whether that Tyler Robinson is actually Republican, but that is completely false. Now, let me show you news sources that are not objective, that have been captured ideologically by the left, and these news sources are the reasons why this violence continues to happen. Let's go to CNN. Now, I just want to show you this, right? So, Cohen has written extensive. I'm just gonna read this to you real quick. This is what they wrote. Cohen has been written extensively about the internet and its culture, said the engravings could indicate that the suspect is an extremely online person and may have been trying to communicate with his inner circle. Quote, memes are supposed to be read by meme audiences, Cohen said. They're meant for in-group communication. Particularly in the context of mass shooters and extremist groups, memes are often designated to attract media attention and disseminate that group's message into the mainstream, Cohen said. A lot of these memes are designed specifically as dog whistles, he said. You have to be fairly in tune with the idea that these are messages for that meaning. Okay, so this is what was written, and so let me read this. Cohen said memes are often referred to other memes, which can make it hard to know exactly what the suspect was trying to convey. Memes contain multitudes, Cohen said, noting that you have to make out a lot of context to make them shareable. So as with some things on the internet, the message can mean nothing at all, he added. See, this is where we have a problem. The messages could mean nothing at all. What do you mean it can mean nothing at all? It says, hey, fascist, catch. Here it says Bella Ciao, which is an anti-fascist song from World War II. Notice this bulge. This and this up arrow, right arrow, and 3 down arrows. So these two are what we need to focus on. Who you're telling me Hey Fascist Catch and Bella Ciao, an anti-fascist song from World War II, does not show that he's ideologically captured? CNN, you are one of the reasons why Charlie Kirk died. You are the reason why violence continues to spread. You're the reason why misinformation continues to spread. And this is absolutely disgusting. The messages could mean nothing at all. Really. Okay, CNN isn't even the worst case, right? CNN, at least, they say the message could mean nothing at all. Okay, let's look at NPR. This, I don't even know what to say. NPR News, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Early analysis of the bullet inscription by internet extremism research suggests someone who is deeply immersed in niche online media, games, and culture, where irony is often used to obscure ideological leanings. They say that even as some of the engravings signal an anti-fascist viewpoint on their face, some of the slogans have been deployed by specific far-right groups to troll others that they consider to be more mainstream Republicans. When you read that, why would you even say that, it sometimes, okay, anybody says something sometimes. If they say once, does that mean it's far right Republican view to write fucking anti-fascist viewpoints on it? And when they say anti-fascist, they mean Antifa, which is a terrorist organization, by the way. Being anti-fascist is not particularly known to be a popular viewpoint amongst the right. Not saying that they're fascist, by the way, but they are not ideologically captured that fascism is the most dangerous thing to our modern society, right? Fascism doesn't exist in America. It's the liberals and the left that think fascism is the most is the most pressing issue. And you're telling me that these people are not ideologically captured by the left? Why would you even say this? You're saying this because you want to obscure. I'll tell you why you want why NPR and the left is trying to say this. They say this because they're trying to obscure the whether this shooter was left or right leaning. There is no question whether this shooter was left or right. He's left. He's an extremist left, and I'm not going to say that all Democrats, all leftists are, are responsible for it. Is that they don't like? I'm not saying everybody has blood on their hands, but at least admit it. At least admit it. He is a far left extreme radical that killed Charlie Kirk. All right, I this is just to inform you guys. This is just so like share this video and send it to somebody that like link it if like you find somebody that you don't even want to talk to that's saying these like an absolutely stupid brain dead take that Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a Republican. Share this video to them. Just link it. And if they have any sort of conscience and any desire to that like learn the truth, which most aren't, to be honest, but um yeah, like if they have any desire whatsoever to actually learn the truth, then send this video. And if they don't want to look at it, then there's nothing we could do to help them. They're ideologically captured. There's nothing else we could do. All right.